Pete, how you doing? Got a question for you on behalf of myself and other who might be like-minded, critical thinking people. Why did you ban me from your live feed, Mr. Santelli? Was it for the purpose of my trying to initiate a little critical thinking on behalf of the people, so they weren't reacting off emotion and they were kind of analyzing the entire situation and not just running down there into this, what I see as a trap? Mr. Santelli, you're in one hell of a pickle here, buddy, let me tell you. Yeah. And I don't even want to call you buddy, but I don't know what else to call you. You see? It's obvious, dude, you are quite affiliated with the feds. Your affiliation with CNN and the mainstream media and the feds, you know, dude, you are a stupid idiot. All of the electronic trails on everybody at this day and age follows you wherever you go, and people know that you've been well affiliated with the feds. And you see, when I was on that live feed, I did not try to defame your character whatsoever. I just wanted people to look at the whole picture, everything. Remember who the culprits involved were, and to stand for the idea, but analyze the entire situation before you do anything rash and just jump down in there. And I'm not going to elaborate on that. I'm going to explain to you why here, Pete Santelli, because you see, there's a lot of Americans out here who are in the same thought that I am, that you're a Fed. You know, it's obvious. You don't have the backing there at Malheur Wildlife Refuge. You don't have the backing. The only thing we ever see on any report is your immediate cohorts, who are all been brought to the public by your CNN mainstream media. So, it's obvious you don't have the backing of the people. We're on to you, Pete. You're never going to be able to come out into society again, because the people are going to destroy you. Actually, you destroyed yourself. And if you were really sincere and you pulled this shit off and traded on the feds, well, they're going to get your ass too. So you're in a pickle, dude. You are in a pickle. And like I said, people, use your own critical thought. Now, here's a story my old man used to tell me when I was a kid. See, there's this private and a sergeant, and they're walking through the fields there, and they stumble across this brown pile on the ground, and the sergeant says to the private, he says, "Private, what do you see there?" The private responds, "It looks like dog shit to me, sir." The sergeant says, "Private, I want you to touch that." "Excuse me?" "Touch it, Private." Private reaches down and he touches that pile on the ground there, and the sergeant says to the private, he says, "Private, what's that feel like?" The private says, "Well, it feels like dog shit, sir." The sergeant says, "Smell it, Private." "Excuse me, sir?" "Smell it, Private." So he smells it. He smells like dog shit, sir. "Huh," sergeant says. "Private, taste that." Private looks at the sergeant. "Excuse me, sir?" Sergeant says, "Taste it, Private." private taste. God, it tastes like shit, sir. Sergeant says, "Nope, it's a good thing we critically analyze that. I ain't stepping in that shit." See? I went a little deeper on the actual moral there at the end so you people could, my haters that don't like my stupidity and simplicity to make things in the brain. Anyway, that's where we're at, Pete Santelli. See? It looks like shit. It smells like shit. Chances are it's shit. And you've traded against the American people. Not just this time, more than once. Now, you did your own character. You made your own character. That's your own doing. You can't blame that on nobody else. But, anyway, now my very last thought on this Burns, Oregon. Maybe two more things here. Santilli and all you cohorts down there, there's another thing, you see. We're not stupid. We know the feds, if you were to trespass upon them in a serious manner, such as this telecast that you're doing right now, if any individual in America were to have done that, who would have been highly suspect of the feds, them feds would have been right to their house, tearing it apart. And yet, your home still locked. Yeah, CPS is taking your children, but feds haven't been there tearing your home apart, so, you know, I don't know what to tell you guys. If it don't smell like shit enough to you, I just wish the fiasco was over. I'm going to ignore it. And I'll tell you what, here's a solution to that problem down there. Here's a real good solution. If the people of Burns, Oregon are so offended about that malicious standoff, them 5 people that they show on CNN, their live feed, if the people are so upset about that, why don't the town go in there unarmed and just grab these cohorts and throw them out and hand them over to the feds themselves? Just go in and disarm them and hand them over. Do you think that they're going to go against the people? I don't think so. Or, why don't the feds, you make so much money, drop down into your t-shirt, your bulletproof vest, show that you're unarmed, and you're going to go in there and you're going to gather up these men. And let's just take them into court and let's get this settled through the courts like they're supposed to be used to prevent tyranny and oppression. Because I think myself, Santilli, that you're a sellout to the people, and I'm calling you out straight up. When this is all over, you're going to find out you were played. You were fucking played.